3 step off the train with single tickets at a station that might as well have been called Destiny. Looking serious, they head to Lulworth Cove. Seagulls fly overhead, squawking, looking for food, as the sand flies and cover the paths where tourists in the summertime would gather for selfies and ice cream, staring at the endless ocean, lapping away forever on the rocks. The thick syrupy atmosphere was palpable, and you could cut it with the bluntest of knives. The scene looked bleak, with a child's toy ride rusting and occasionally playing out a creaky tune in the background. Everywhere was deserted, even the rubbish had fucked off. Tourist shops are all closed and boarded up for the off-season, as the rain lashed down like daggers from the sky and God's tears fell, filling up potholes in the car park. Sandra walked on ahead of the 3. Her hair glistened in the rain like nose hairs after a sneeze. She felt especially torn with emotions. She hadn't seen Frank for over 20 years, barely thought about him. Truth be told, she thought he was dead. Friends and family are like butt cheeks. Shit might separate them, but they always come back together. D.R. Wiggly had suitcases under his eyes after the past few days. His journey from ordering 6 battered sausages seems a lifetime ago. It's funny how 1 minute life's going along a certain path, and all of a sudden the TV channel changes and it goes to a much darker post-watershed show. He was running on fumes after a diet of broken biscuits and torment. He felt the weight of the world upon him, like a paper hanger holding up a mink coat, but he knew the task at hand and was ready for this at whatever cost. He'd already lost too much. Babs lastly was trying to maintain an illusion of calm, in a cloak of control. She enjoyed the sea air blowing in her face, nature's wet wipe. She had been progressing really well in her career, climbing the ladder and really making a difference in the community. But for the first time, this case had made her question everything. Do the police make a difference? That fine line between right and wrong was getting more like a tightrope, and the Jekyll and Hyde of people was becoming blurred all the time. When this was all over, she was going to really review everything. But for now, along with her colleague D.I. Wiggly, and now friend in Sandra, she was ready to give everything to this cause.
Get ready, everyone. This could be about to go off, you know what I mean? Look alive, yeah? I wondered how long it would take for you fuckers to turn up. And fair play, you found a place. The place where this all ends. Oh, and hello, Sandra. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been ages. Why don't you stop all this, Frank? Why don't you turn yourself in? You're just making things worse.
And what do you think, D.I. Wiggly? Should I turn myself in? Or would you like to beat me up? I can see how pissed off you are.
It's over, Frank. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questions, something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence, right?
It's too late for that. Way too late for that. I'm not going to go to prison. Are you fucking kidding? Me in a courtroom with a judge? Fucking life sentences? No. That's not gonna happen. And anyway, drop this police shit. It's way beyond that now. Oh, and one more thing. Sandra? How's Mom?
3 of Highcliffe's finest stand in a lift shaft, unsure of what will await them at the bottom. One of them has just peeled his face off. He'd been acting as Officer Gravy. He'd been a mole now for ages, just like how Kevin initially was, except for a much longer time. This has been over a year now. He's also a victim of Frank's blackmail. The real Officer Gravy, well, that's a much darker story. The 2 men are standing in a field. It's Christmas morning, 6 a.m. Frank's filming the man who's known as Officer Gravy. This is the real Officer Gravy, first name Tommy. A former musician, but there's no point dwelling on that. He's being held at gunpoint.
You do as I fucking say. Take off your pants and apply the fucking pineapple scented lube.
What the fuck, man?
Do it now. Do it now. Or I pull the trigger. You fuck that cow.
This is so fucked up. You won't get away with this.
Frank's forcing Tommy Gravy to have full-blown sex with a cow in a field in New Milton. It's a long story how the two got here, but involved chloroform, a Polaroid camera, and some deep fake AI intelligence to blackmail the young officer.
Don't stop! You pleasure that fucking belt to Galloway. Good girl, Daisy. You enjoy that? Fucking do it faster!
Later that night, as carolers stood out singing Christmas hymns, Gravy broke into a crematorium. He couldn't stand the guilt of what he'd been through earlier in the day, and so took his own life. He burnt himself alive with only his face remaining intact.
Well, that was very unexpected, so Officer Gravy is no more. We will need to look into what happened there, but for now, what is this place in front of us? Pick up his face, Officer Lee, for evidence, you know.
They walk through a lab with needles, test tubes and tools all lying around, and can hear the distant sounds of rats and the building creak.
Look, Sarge, there's a trail of blood here. Got some on my magnums. But, well, that's a worrying thought. What's been bleeding, you know? And where's it leading to? We'd better go and find out.
They turn the corner and see the main lab. 12 giant glass chambers containing bodies in AC Milan shirts. Various bits on an old workbench. Wallpaper tables covered in bits of skin, blood, and all sorts of fucked up paraphernalia. All the while, a man is standing with his back to the pair. They approach the person cautiously when a voice starts speaking.
Hello, officers. You finally found the place. Welcome to the chamber. I'm Marky. Can I fetch you a drink?
Hello, Mark. Thank you. We're fine, You said this place is called the Chamber,
Doesn't
then?
this remind you of one of those long summer days where you just lie about thinking you got forever? The long grass tickles your legs, and you can hear a distant train clanging in the background. You stare at the sun and then keep blinking to watch it dance on the floaters of your eyes. At some point it'll be time to head home and see what your mom's cooked for dinner. And you'll walk through the housing estate, kicking a stone all the way, passing men loitering on street corners and banged up Astras chasing girls. You hear parties happening around you in neighbours' houses and long to be able to go. And when the time comes and you can, you find you're just as lonely as this minute right now.
I don't like this, boss.
The two officers walk over towards the dark silhouette of the man, which falls over. It was a cardboard cutout with a tape recorder the whole time. Panic sets in as they see a time counting down. Suddenly water gushes into the chamber and the doors all lock behind them, with the lift going back up.
Oh, God, Mom. You absolute piece of shit. Why would you do that? That's fucking it. Frank, you're fucking dead. Dear Wiggly, try to stay calm. Think of your career. You're on the good side of the law, remember? Frank, you're fucking dead.
Oh yeah? Bring it then, big boy.
Dear Wiggly goes to head up towards Frank, when out of nowhere the guy who had been acting as Officer Gravy sprints into the location and knocks Dear Wiggly straight into a ton of rocks. The man who goes by the name of Sharky is still wearing the police uniform, except his head is completely bald. No eyebrows, no hair, no expression. Basically a psycho Matt Lucas. He grabs Sandra and straps a bomb waistcoat to her and marches her up to the rock arch.
What the fuck? What have you put on her? Help me, Dave and Babs. What is this device they put on me? Frank, what the fuck is that? And who's this guy? He's wearing a police uniform, and you can see in his lapels That's Officer Gravy's number. What the shit?
Oh yeah, another surprise. It's like fucking Christmas up here. This guy, my boy Sharky, he's been undercover as Officer Gravy for years. He deserves a fucking Oscar for that performance. And you, Sandra, always wanted to be an actress, right? Well, you'll be going out with a bang with this role. Cause that's a bomb strapped to you, bitch. And when your heart rate goes over 100 BPM, it'll be armed, and then the countdown begins.
Oh fucking god. Get this off me. Dave, you gotta do something. Frank, this is between you and me. Stop all this and get that fucking thing off her, mate.
No way, man. This is a family matter. You two might as well get fucked. That's my little sister over there, in case you've forgotten. Little Sandra. I saved her from a life of absolute madness when we were young. I saved her at that football match all those years ago. She should be thanking me for everything good that's ever happened to her. I took the ultimate fucking bullet.
Frankie wasn't like that. We were kids. I was 6 years old. Mother took me away. I wanted to see you. I didn't want you to leave with that weird guy in the alley.
Sandra, remember your heart rate. Try to stay calm. That weird guy took me in. He made me the man I am today. He did the most unimaginable things to me every night. The most fucked up things. But enough of that. This is the day, and this is where I get even finally. Sharky! Why don't you go and play with that bitch over there?
Are you talking to me?
Oh yeah, I think I am. Sharky, go fucking F your way with her. Sandra, over here to me. And you poor out there, Wiggly, you might as well go home. There's nothing left for you here. You tried to play the knight in shining armor, but guess what? There's no place for that here.
Dave, help me get me out of this thing. I will, baby. Just try to stay calm. This will all be over soon.
Back in the chamber, the lab is slowly now filling up with water as the officers look trying to break out of the building.
We really do need to get out, you know.
Marky the scientist is on a chain link ferry with 2 carry-on bags, one full of clothes, the other a bowling ball bag containing Sandra and Frank's mum's head. He will never be caught. He's been planning this eventuality for years.
So let's talk about Mum then, huh?
Shut up, Frank. You guys shut up.
Do you know what happened to her?
Frank, please don't do this.
Oh! I cut off her fucking head. Yeah, that's what I did. I killed her, sis. I killed Mom.
No! Tell me that's not true. No!
Sandra, stop. Try and stay calm, baby. Oh, baby, you gotta stop. Baby. I left the body in the hands of that weird guy in the alley all those years ago.
You gotta stop. You gotta stop.
I held her head in my hands.